Storytime update. Sorry for a little late start. I was making sure everything's set up for tonight. Let's see what's up here. Yay! Okay, so we have a new redeem. There you go. We have a new redeem. I'm very sorry. I meant to move the the thing around. I have a paper guillotine redeem now that I have the paper guillotine. So thank you very much for everyone supporting me over on Throne. Thank you for the paper guillotine specifically. Ooh, what's this? Hello. Ooh. Anyway, but thank you, Scratch Fury, for the paper guillotine. And so I'm very excited to do that for you guys today. I won't be cutting anything specifically tonight, but I'll be doing the origami paper in it eventually, so that we can get that tissue paper to be perfectly square. It'll be perfect. But alright, so we're doing more spoopy stories, more SCPs that are requests from all of you. So if you have one of those requests, you can tell me. I usually do a shout out now, either verbally and or on the YouTube uploads. So you get a little shout out again. Hi Brady. Hello everyone. I hope that we're having a good day. And I hope also you guys have seen the new emotes. I see Frigid saw the note, the note frog. I had very fun reorganizing that, and because I had to reorganize it, the first few emotes are now completely free for everybody. So yeah. Oh, we like salute. We like Frog is fine. Frog is fine took a minute to create. I'll be real. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad. Well, okay. I'm glad that we have them put together and everything. It's all set up. Alright. They're also uploaded so that they're on the Discord too. Oh, I forgot to do that bit. Frigid, what the heck? What the heck? Okay, I'll go ahead and we have to do our tradition. We have been given gift. Come on. There is a requirement. If you has access to the money frogs, you have to drop that frigid Giga Chad. But thank you very much for the bits. Since when did you have money, Frigid? You guys just going after him. That's just so mean. They were just collecting dusts. Well, thank you. Yes, and that's a great one. I appreciate anybody's money's emotes that you can drop. They're very fun. But yay, money frogs. Thank you so much, Frigid. I appreciate it. The financial supports, when you guys are okay to do so, don't be doing this and put yourself in a bad space, but I appreciate the financial supports. Wasn't impressed with many new cards from the newest Pokemon set and nothing new Sabrina related. Ah, well, then there you go. Alright. I was going to read. Let's make sure we have the right person to shout out. We were doing so well without yawn attacks. Our first SCP of the night is I haven't seen them much, but their name is Bruh Brother. So if you're in here, Bruh Brother, we are about to read your recommendation. Actually, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put that away. Cage? Thanks for gifting that. Okay, well, now you can go ahead and do the brain and money, Frau. That was a gift that deserves monies. Money, Frau, for Cage. Oh my gosh, thank you for that subscription, Cage. Gifting away. Eee, look at you, you got the money, Fraugs. And now you have access to all those other Fraugs. I'm very excited with them. Someone had asked for Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Speak No Evil. And so that is here. And I'm excited about it. Especially because this one, Hear No Evil, kind of just looks like he's just feeling himself. And I, when I did it, I was like, that doesn't quite look right. But I was also like, our little frog doesn't look like he has ears. So it just looks like he's just having a good time. I fully endorse the incorrect usage of him. The no you all Cage. Hi, Norieka. Yes, we're gonna get to SCP. My friends just went ahead and went overboard here. Why are they different sizings? That doesn't make sense. That's so weird. Yes, although there's a little bit of a backlog. I don't know if I would take your recommendation and read it tonight, but maybe by tomorrow? The next day? I would definitely take the recommendations, always. Yes. Okay, where was here. Any more than one emote, and there's smaller on your screen. No, but in Bratties, they look like they're different sizes within the same message. It's so weird. Hi, Fraugus now. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay. I'm writing. Oh, no. I'm writing this. I keep track of my stories. I keep track. I have lost pencil. I will do that later. Okay. Fraugs, to be precise. Yes. Alright. Ooh, 8408. I will put that into the list right now. And then we'll get started on our first story. So, here we go. We got this recommendation from Nuriakea. Huh? Is that it? Nuriakea. And it is SCP 8408. I was going to do 4808. 8408. It's in the list. It will be addressed. Yeah. I remembered that. That's why I didn't make any notes about the Frau spelling, because I know you got your own. Okay, so here we go. Our first story. What am I doing? There you go. SCP-5281 D. A little nervous about the D. They like D class citizens. It makes me nervous. Although this one does say it's decommissioned, so maybe it's just the old one. I don't know. But okay. This is our first one. Okay. I completely stopped perceiving. You completely stopped perceiving? Silly. Okay. Here we go. SCP-5281D containment class decommissioned. A level 4 secret. Ooh, shush. Keep it secret. Secret. There's a picture of SCP-5281, file photo, 1922. Looking like an old palish man. It's black and white. He's got a funky cape on and his hand sticking out while it's holding a glove, but the other hand unseen. 1922, it adds up, but he's got like a stovetop hat. It's not just a top hat that has its own height. It's a little bit taller of a hat. Is it Abe Lincoln? He hasn't got any facial hair. I don't think it's Abe. But I mean, he'd be trying to give that. He's cosplaying Abe Lincoln. Okay, all right. Archived containment procedures. A little bit of hydrate. Okay. Oh, and reminder. Remember last time I remember the last time you got it right. Oh, it's okay. Misspellings of the frogs is how it is with the Middle English friend for sure. I have plan. Where was idea? Oh yes, this. I want to make sure there's a little link. Whenever there's a link, I like to note that there's a little spin-off. And eventually I'll be reading all the spin-offs, or a bunch of them at least. There's some of them that have just a ton of spin-offs. Yeah, that's it, robot. Feel free to redeem triggers. That's the other thing I was going to say. Yes, you can redeem any of the triggers, and I'll get to them very soon. Boop. Okay. SCP Archived Containment Procedures, because now it's decommissioned, it's old, I guess. SCP-5281 is held in a standard humanoid containment cell at Site 43 for 23 hours of each day. Its activities between 1900 and 2000 hours do not present a significant threat to the Veil. The Veil? But apparently, just then, is not in containment. Intriguing. Archive description. SCP-5281 is a being resembling an elderly male human, invariably dressed in period attire from the late... Oh yeah, I probably could have said the man's is old. That doesn't quite fit with Abe, since, he done did dead. But anyway, invariably dressed in period attire from the late 19th century Canada. Yes, about it. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Extra spicy. Ooh, fun. Original pic has a dog. Ooh, show me doggo. Okay. Okay, go sleep, Darkstorm. We'll see you later, hopefully, or another day. Yes, so dressed up and Canada, I guess. Depending on its actions between... Oh yeah, did I finish saying? Invariably dressed in period attire from late 19th century Canada. Depending on its actions between 1900 and 2000 hours each day, it will accumulate extra articles of clothing or shed existing ones. You mean, depending on the day, it may or may not take off layers? Like, that's just temperatures, my guys, and whatever. It practices poor personal hygiene, speaks in unaccented French or English, and behaves cordially when spoken to. Okay, well then. At 7 p.m. EST/EDT every day. My time zone. 7 p.m. each day. SCP-5281 manifests a burlap sack through unknown means and disappears from its chamber. All attempts to arrest this process have failed. Aha. So this is why you don't get that. My God, is this the... Hey, spoilers! Probably, though. I mean, it's sounding very Quebecois. um, okay. Yeah, later it says Quebec City Police in 1992. So I have a... Yeah, it seems like... yeah, it attacks. Okay, so... Manifest of Burlap Sack. No wonder it always gets out between 1900 and 2000. Okay. Right. Yeah, that's 7 to 8. And so they're operating on EST, EDT when they refer to these times, maybe. SCP-5281 is also capable of manifesting at will a small burlap pouch filled with silicon dioxide. This substance is capable of inducing sleep in subjects between the ages of 5 and 10 years of age. So, why is it only able to do that to those ages? I feel like it's more like... I don't know. It feels like it's perfectly capable of knocking younger out, and maybe some that are small 11-year-olds and such also more likely. No, that's how substances usually work. It's not usually like you turn 6 and now you can be knocked out by... But anyway, okay. Addendum 52811, Containment History. Precursor entities to the SCP Foundation and other long-standing normalcy stabilizing organizations encountered... Yawn attacks. Dang it. They encountered SCP-5281 sporadically between 1919 and 1992. When it was finally apprehended, its existence is attested in French-Canadian folklore as early as 1890. Very Quebecois vibe. Okay. On 6 November, not November 6th, 6 November. This is sure written its own way compared to the others. On 6 November 1992, Quebec City Police discovered an apparent vagrant living in Montmorency Park. Montmorency Park. Sorry, my brain. When background checks on this vagrant failed, and his peculiar responses to their inquiries raised further suspicion, the investigating officers contacted the Royal Canadian Mounted Police when the vagrant disappeared at 7 p.m. during interrogation and reappeared 1 hour later. The RCMP's Occult and Supernatural Activity Task Force, OSAT, forwarded the case to the SCP Foundation. Okay, so the SCP Foundation, I guess, is more American. And OSAT, there's a footnote that says OSAT lacked the capacity to effectively detain anomalous humanoids indefinitely. So OSAT is an official competing foundation. Interesting. They're apparently not very effective, though. But maybe that's because they don't... It says they lacked capacity to detain, so I guess they aren't a prison. Ooh. And wouldn't that be such a story to compare the the American one is very prison centric, and then the Canadian one isn't as much. Interesting. But okay. On 9 November 1992, the vagrant was classified SCP-5281 and transferred to Site 43. Its initial containment interview is excerpted below. I'm just excited that we've got some... Oh, there's later, lower down, an OSAT memo or something. I'm liking the world building, that we've got another department like thing, and yeah, it's cool. Okay. Interview log. Date 10 November 1992. And we've got full dates this time since our SCP is dead, maybe. But anyway. Investigating agent. Full names, too, here. And specifications. Wow. Specialist N. Zabin, Psychology and Parapsychology Section. And it begins. Specialist Zabin. Could you state your name for the record? SCP-5281. Bonhomme Sept Earls. Specialist Zabin. Alright, what does that mean? SCP-5281, you don't speak French. Usually when that's said, there's a heavy dose of condescension, so I had to put a little bit in. SCP-5281 clucks its tongue chidingly. Yep, see? SCP-5281, it means the 7 o'clock man. There's a positive connotation to it. Specialist Seaman, right, bon means good. SCP-5281, you do speak French, do in all caps, and there's an exclamation point. He's so excited, you know French. Specialist Seaman, just the very basics. SCP-5281, well, at any rate, the French like to call their mythological men bonhomme. They think if they're properly respectful, they'll be protected. Specialist Seaman, does it work? SCP-5281 chuckles and says no. I'm going to call him bonhomme. Because that's the only bit of name we've got for him. Bonhomme says no. Silence on the recording. And then Specialist Seaman, so where do you go at 7 o'clock each night? Bonhomme, oh, many places. I have to move quickly, you know. Quebec is such a big place these days. Specialist Seaman, you're saying you go back to Quebec? Seaman consults his notes. Specialist Seaman consults his notes. Specialist Seaman, it says here you were wearing 3 overcoats when OSAP brought you in. You're only wearing a light cape now. Why is that? Bonhomme, I'm feeling warmer. Specialist Seaman, all right, but why is that? In italics. Bonhomme, because I've eaten recently. Specialist Seaman, oh, so you go out hunting? Bonhomme, in a manner of speaking. Specialist Seaman, what do you hunt? Bonhomme, children. Silence on the recording. Specialist Seaman, I beg your pardon? Bonhomme, for what? Specialist Seaman, you're telling me you ... eat children? Bonhomme, well, you did ask. A silly sort of sass. Okay, and that's the end of that log. This is awful, but it's also so silly. It's so silly. Okay. Their energy is very silly, I mean. And I have to laugh. Oh, big, bad SCP Foundation. You're putting your creatures in prison so they don't hurt other people. Is that right? Well, this guy still eats the children. I call bullshit. You're awful. Okay. Royal Canadian... Oh, no, I skipped a little bit. Okay, there's a little bit here. SCP-5281 clarified that it only consumed children who had been instructed to sleep or to return to their homes before 7 p.m. each night. So, probably very young children. Or return to their homes, I guess. Oh. Ooh. Brady says, person says something important. Other person, why didn't you tell us that? Person, 'cause you didn't ask. Like, really, especially with so many neurodivergent folk, it's like, if you don't remind me that that's a thing, maybe I'll just forget. So, you kind of have to ask. But okay. It only goes after the kids there. Prevented their escape by sprinkling anomalously manifested sand manifested sand in their eyes, somehow inducing a comatose state. The silicon dioxide? Duh. The following day, Site 43 received the following letter from the Chief Superintendent of OSAT. Doo-doo-doo. It's got the big fancy, it's got a little logo. Amari, Admire, and Usk. I don't know the order there. Occult and Supernatural Activity Task Force. Royal Canadian Mounted Police. This is the problem. There's got to be a French version of it, too. This is the blaring hole in their story. There has to be a French version of the same logo now. Okay. Police in the province of Quebec have been reporting this periodic abduction and subsequent murder of children by persons unknown since the turn of the century. These children are found partially eaten, the bite marks on their flesh and bone consistent with human teeth. Excuse me, sorry. Consistent with human teeth. No connection with the anomalous subject recently released to your custody was made until approximately 7 o'clock last night, when said subject was spotted by an eyewitness in Ville-Marie, Montreal, shortly before a new occurrence of this phenomenon. As presumably you are not in the habit of catching and releasing an anomalous subject, we expect an expectation at your earliest convenience. Yeah, give 'em the sass. It's tagged, give 'em the sass, Sergeant Benoit Gauthier, Chief Superintendent of OSAT. He doesn't even eat all his food. Rude. Yeah. You gotta use all the meat, even if you don't eat it yourself. Come on. Okay. OSAT was informed that they had only succeeded in capturing a single member of a larger collective of anomalous filial cannibals. So you lied to them? It says that you just said that we only got one of them. That sounds like bullshit because your buddy just kept leaving. You're full of shit. You lied to OSAT. This is going to be a international uproar because you lied to the Canadians. Fight, 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 fight. War of 1812 again. Okay. Anyway. They reluctantly stepped up their surveillance of residential neighborhoods in the province of Quebec. While attempts were made to prevent SCP-5281 from escaping its chamber, this is fine, including prototype reality anchors, special structural alloys, and thaumaturgy? I don't know what this is. Specialist Seaman was instructed to continue interrogating our bonhomme. It's a SCP-5281. Selected excerpts from their interviews follow. Hold, please. Oh, okay. Good no. Had to Google word. Okay. Interview log, date 12th to 15th. November 1992. So the various interviews are from between those times somewhere, but there's a few of these in the same log. Back from lurking. Ooh, welcome back. Interview investigating agent Sardi. Same specialist Seaman again. Here we go. Specialist Seaman, so why is it that you eat ... children? You're so nervous, Seaman. Oh my goodness. Bonhomme shrugs. Bonhomme, I don't want to eat anything else. I don't want to? Oh wow. Specialist Seaman, well, have you tried? We can get you any kind of food you like. Bonhomme, oh, I don't eat food. Specialist Seaman, beg pardon? Not beg your pardon, but just beg pardon. Bonhomme. I like how he's just called good person. Yes. Well, as he explained in their local lore, it's I guess the idea that if you're talking nicely about them, they'll be nice back, maybe. And yeah. Yeah, he says he doesn't eat food. But we're gonna get back into it, I guess. He explains more. Bonham says, I don't get hungry. I have never been hungry. I've had the sensation described to me, so I understand what you mean when you say it, but it's as foreign to me as I am to you. Specialist Seaman, then why why do you question mark? Bonham, because it's what I want to do. Bonham points at Specialist Seaman's bottle of water. Why do you drink that? Bonham asks, why do you drink that? Specialist Seaman, because I need water to survive. Bonham, oh, well, that's not helpful then. Specialist Seaman, you don't need to eat children to survive. Bonham, no, of course not. Children have very few nutrients in them. More than babies, to be sure, but still, most of them are all skin and bone. Those have nutrients in them. Okay. Specialist Saban, this is the next section, I guess, of interview piece. Specialist Saman, you don't eat every day. Bonham, no. Specialist Saman, and you get cold when you don't eat, hence the extra clothing? Bonham, oh, it's not that traumatic. I get colder, I suppose, but it's never truly uncomfortable. I just like to keep a rosy glow in my cheeks. Yeah, literally just like how warm he wants to be, I guess. Come on. Bonham smiles. Specialist Seaman, how long have you gone without... feeding? Bonham, oh, I once went as long as a month, just to see if I could. Specialist Seaman, what effect did that have? Bonham shrugs. Bonham, I didn't really notice any effect. Specialist Seaman, so it doesn't even make you uncomfortable when you don't eat. Bonham, not really. Specialist Seaman, then why do you keep doing it? Bonham appears confused. Bonham, because I want to? Jeez. Next section. Specialist Seaman, you do realize that children are people, sapient human beings. Bonham, of course. You know, I do put them to sleep before I eat them. I'm sure I mentioned that. Specialist Seaman, how considerate of you. But you do also realize that they have parents who love them, who will miss them when they're gone. Yeah, it's like gentlemen. It's just the nice thing that they said then. It's what you referred to everybody as. I guess Bonham is Jeff. Okay. Specialist Seaman said, how considerate of you, but do you realize they'll miss them when they're gone? Bonham, yes, of course. Specialist Seaman, and yet, Bonham, go on, question mark? Specialist Seaman, and yet you still eat them? Bonham sighs. Bonham, we get along well, you and I, but your fixation on this one element of my personality is really beginning to grate on me. And the next section, the last section of this log. Specialist Seaman, what I'm saying is, you don't need to do this. Bonham, but I enjoy it. Specialist Seaman, but you don't need to do it. You could just stop. Bonham, I don't want to stop. Specialist Seaman, I don't even understand your motivations here. It doesn't make sense. Bonham, it doesn't make sense to me that you die of old age, or need to drink water, or need to bathe. These things don't make any sense to me. I know what I am, Noor, and I act accordingly. Do you know who you are? So, Zayman's first name, there was an N initial. Pretty sure that's their first name is Noor. After the conclusion of this final interview, Specialist Zayman presented the following proposal to Dr. V.L. Scout, director of Site 43. Sir, I propose the immediate subjection of SCP-5281 to decommissioning procedures. There can be no moral excuse for retaining it, given its proclivities, and I do not foresee any negative consequences to its elimination. Well, you never know. This matter is time sensitive. Each day that passes carries the potential. Each day that passes carries the potential for increasing the number of its victims. From Noor Zaman, Psychology and Parapsychology. An inconsistent hiding of information on these people, but okay. Dr. Scout immediately forwarded this information and Specialist Saman's notes to the Ethics Committee. 3 days later, the committee sent a representative to discuss the matter in greater detail. A meeting log, date 18 November 1992. Okay, so it was pretty fast that they were like, yeah, he should die. Well, right. Present at this meeting, Dr. J. Cimmerian, Ethics Committee, Cimmerian, Specialist N. Zaman, Psychology and Parapsychology, as we know. Dr. Cimmerian, there you go, my brain. Dr. Cimmerian, I must say you run a very humane site. Specialist Zaman, yes, well, we try. Dr. Cimmerian, he seems perfectly comfortable, very pleasant to talk to as well. Specialist Zaman, we've noticed. Dr. Cimmerian, I'll have to go over the file again, but as of this moment, I can't think of anything the Ethics Committee would take issue with. Specialist Zaman, I beg your pardon? Dr. Cimmerian, what? Specialist Zaman, he eats children. He eats children, I mean. Both of those were emphasized. Eats and children, italicized. Dr. Cimmerian, yes, well, don't put any children in there with him. You weren't going to, were you? Specialist Zaman shakes his head. Specialist Zaman, he leaves his chamber to eat children. Dr. Cimmerian attempts to reply unsuccessfully for several seconds. The rage puffing, I think he does a bit of rage puffing. Dr. Cimmerian, you let him out of his... And then he gets cut off. Specialist Zaman, and this is all caps, so hold on. He teleports out of his chamber! Specialist Zaman takes a deep breath. It's so sillily written. I'm sorry. Specialist Zaman, he teleports out of his chamber to Quebec, and he hunts down children, and he eats them. Silence on recording. Dr. Cimmerian, you need to clarify the description in the file. That's ... Okay. Well, that's abhorrent, but... Specialist Zaman, but? Dr. Cimmerian, but I don't think the Ethics Committee... Okay. How often does he do this? Specialist Zaman, about once a month. Dr. Cimmerian, so 12 children per year? Specialist Zaman, I suppose? ? Dr. Cimmerian, do you know what the birth rate in Quebec is, offhand? We need to figure out percentages here. Wow. Yep, this is SCP. The higher up, this is how you run. Okay. Specialist Zaman struggles to answer. Yeah, good dude. Dr. Cimmerian raises a hand to interrupt him. Dr. Cimmerian. That's so it. The stuff. I always thought when I made these little frogs that they were supposed to be sitting in for the different characters. A random gentleman, the little prince that is immediately falling in love with every princess, the little Cupid making thing happen. That's perfect. I love it. Perfect. Okay. My voice got all ugh, but okay. Dr. Cimmerian raises a hand to interrupt him, and Dr. Cimmerian says, Overwatch is going to ask me these questions, you understand? And if they don't think the risk of disrupting normalcy is too high, they're going to refuse your decommissioning request. If you can't make a strong enough case, I won't even pass it along. I have to pick my battles carefully. They barely take us seriously as it is. Specialist Seaman, you've got to be kidding. Dr. Sumerian, if I was going to kid you, I'd pick a funnier topic than child cannibalism. I don't know, I've been laughing a lot. Dr. Sumerian, probably. Literally, that's him. Do y'all think it's a good idea I'm playing a horror mod for Fallout 4 while listening to this? Oh, Bratty. Have fun. I think it's a great chaotic idea. Okay. Specialist Saban. There must be something we can do. Dr. Sumerian shrugs. Dr. Sumerian, you could try asking him to eat less. God. It's a mess. Okay, that's the end of that meeting log. Specialist Saman subsequently proposed a new activity to SCP-5281, stalking its targets but not consuming them. SCP-5281 agreed to attempt this approach for a brief period, and unexplained child fatalities in the province of Quebec dropped off sharply. Hey! On 18 January 1993, however, police discovered the mutilated body of an 8-year-old boy in Laval, Quebec. Specialist Saman interviewed SCP-5281 to determine its involvement, because it could be just a random human doing fucked up human things, just to be real. Okay, interview log. Date 18 January 1993. Investigating agent. Oh my god. Oh, I see a hydrate from 25 minutes ago. Thank you, I will use that now for sure. I should have seen that. Okay. I think I will need tea before my second stream tonight. I will have a big mug of tea. Okay. We're back to investigating agent Zayman, so here we go. Specialist Zayman. Did you eat Philippe Macquart? SCP-5281. I don't know who that is. A Specialist Zayman. He's a little boy who used to live in Laval. Bonhomme. I knew lots of little boys who used to live in Laval. Do you have a photograph? Yep, he would. Specialist Zayman slides 2 photographs across the table. Bonhomme examines them both, then taps one with his fingers. Bonhomme, this one's messy. You could have just given me the headshot. If you did it, then that is disgusting of you. Okay. Specialist Zayman, I wanted to remind you of what you did. Bonhomme regards Specialist Zayman carefully. Bonhomme, you seem different today, Noor. Colder. Silence on recording. Bonhomme, or is that cold rage? Silence on recording. Bonhomme snaps its fingers suddenly. Snaps his. You can give him pronouns. Bonhomme, I know that look. I once saw it on a man's face when he discovered what I'd done. I watched him through the window of his daughter's bedroom. I wanted to see ... Well, all that talk about how I was making the parents of these children feel, I wanted to see it. You were right. He was very upset, just like you are now. Silence on recording. Bonhomme, congratulations are obviously in order. Is it a boy or a girl? Specialist Zayman deactivates the recording device. I love that this is reading like one of those cop shows. At this point, because before it felt, I'm sorry, it felt silly that they were writing it like that, but now I'm feeling it. I can feel it. The stakes were properly raised. So we've got big tough stuff, and now this is one of those times where like this is where your work would actually be helpful. This is just straight up a serial killer. This guy belongs in prison no matter what he exists as. He does not need to eat them. He's perfectly aware of what he's doing. He seems to enjoy the effect that he has on people, that he is hurting them. This is a guy that just serves prison, and this is the one time you can't fucking date him. SCP, you're a mess, and I hate you. Okay. All right. This is the one time I'd probably use my little anger toggle, but I removed it so that I could, because I didn't use it. Anyway. Here we go. Did you add more triggers? I added the paper guillotine, yes. Did the frog take off his other arm? He's just using one arm to salute. He doesn't always use his arms. He doesn't always use both of his arms. Judging my freaking frog use. But yes, they're new. Lahonk. Angry. Poor frog. He's fine. He tucks his limbs away when he's not using them. Sometimes he's just brown boy. Ugh. Thank you for bonking. Thank you, Cage. Okay. Alright. Cry. Oh. Okay, so we're back in. We finished that log because Zaman got upset. Reasonably. Oh, murder. You're coming for me? You're coming for me, little duck? Oh, wow. Oh, that one's going to be a fun one to read. Okay, hold on. All right. Specialist Zaman was relieved of his interview duties after brutally assaulting Bonhomme. He requested permanent reassignment to a different dossier, citing a layered conflict of interest. As no other personnel were sufficiently familiar with Bonhomme, this request was denied. He assaulted a prisoner. They're worse. No, they just are the police. They just are the police. I mean, they're worse than the police with the Class D people. But like, you're just letting him do that? You bureaucratically are like, yeah, we're fully aware you assaulted him. We don't care. Marvelous. Marvelous. Okay. I'm realizing this is quite long, and I think I will take a quick break to do these redeems. It seems like a good time to do that, and we'll get back to Bonhomme and the mess involved with that. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do redeems. The first one was scissor snips, and you've had to wait such a while, so I appreciate that you put them in. Hello, welcome in. Where's the scissors? There they are. Hi. Okay. We're jumping in on some triggers, so here we go. For Killer Cam. Thanks for the follow, PBar46. Thank you for joining us. Welcome in. Alright, Cage. Okay, there were scissors. We'll do Singing Frog. I see we have a second scissor snips. If it's alright with you, I will leave that one for after we finish the next story, which I don't think will be quite as long as the break you had to wait for this one. But I'll do it after that. Singing frog, singing frog. Do 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 do. Here we go. Okay, there's our singing frog. And now I guess we have rage puffing, which will never last very long. I can't hold on to it, but maybe I'll get better overall. Rage puffing. I did stuff a little bit of it into the story because they implied that was happening. Okay, rage puffing. Oh my gosh, I have to cough. Hold on, we'll get back to it. Okay, I'm back. I don't know why I went into the high register, but I feel like that fits too. Oh, Brady, if you don't know what the rage puffing is, or do you not know what that specific second of failed rage puffing was? Because this is just one of the new ones. That's the time a friend misread page ruffling as rage puffing, and I'm like, that sounds like when a Karen doesn't know what to say when you corner them. And you know what? I did it. And they're like, make that a redeem. And I was like, okay. Oh, guess we got it. So here we are. It's one of the redeems now. It's a fun story. I like it. Okay. A little bit more. Oh, I can do it. No, I can't. I keep smiling. No, okay. That is the rain puffing. We'll do the paper guillotine. Whoop, 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 whoop. Paper guillotine. And then the trigger word, blocks of text that you guys have given me. Okay. Paper guillotine debut. Woo woo. All right. This is loud. There you go with the paper guillotine. What should you draw? I think a frog sunbathing on a lily pad. The inside jokes make a stream more fun. Yeah, I hope we have more. And I'm planning on creating more history to the frogs, so we will have little bits more. There's also I should be bringing them up more. All those dumb little bits in the fairy tales that make no sense the way that they operate. I'll make those more. Okay. Here we go with these trigger words. Oh boy. Thank you for this. Oh wait, I should do... Yeah, okay. Escalating tensions across the East China Sea and Sea of Japan were abruptly resolved when the entirety of Japan disappeared into the extra-dimensional realm of... Sorry, this text is small. I'm not recognizing the word. I will have to take a second. Koigarazaki? Koigarazaki. Okay. Disappeared into the extra-dimensional realm of Koigarazaki, an infinite ocean beyond the Foundation's reach. The status of the Japanese branch after this event remains in doubt, as the archipelago is now effectively a second High Brazil. Okay. Big old blurb. And classic with Bratty. Alright. Mr. Vice President and Mr. Speaker and members of the Senate and House of Representatives, yesterday, December 7th, 1941. There you go with that. You little mess. Okay, I stretch. And I rearrange for the rest of the story. And we will do scissor snips first thing again when we get back from it. Okay. Good stretches. Oh, I bumped the mic. And sit myself up. Okay, there was stretch. Alright. Here we go. Alright. Okay, here we go. Back to the rest of the story. Y'all ready? So, they very stupidly are leaving this poor guy in charge of Bonhomme, despite him attacking him. If I'm correct, that was the first words of the World War II start speech. The President of the United States, yes, that would make sense. It is what I was guessing. Well, I'll take that hydrate now. And of course, rage puffing as soon as you can, Lahonk. Look at you. I'm never gonna escape that now. That's gonna be every time. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh, stop freaking out, model. Alrighty. There we are. So here we go back into this, and yeah, he's forced to stay on this job. Stupid. On 12 March 1994, a convoy carrying sensitive Foundation documents from Site 43 to Site 19 was waylaid by parties unknown and its contents stolen. Ooh. The following day, a letter from the Undersecretary General of the Global Occult Coalition was delivered to Site 43. We've got another group. I'm loving this world building, and I'm liking that we're seeing other groups push back against the SCP and say, you're fucking up. You need to be better. We actually do this right. Ha ha ha, ha ha. There you go. But anyway, so there's a letter from them. Ooh, just remember, too much raid puffing might turn you into a Karen horse. It's Sundere. I don't know what that is. I will Google. Interruption. Sundere. What are you? Oh. I don't care. I am a deer woman. Most people will tell you a deer woman is an evil spirit. Yes. That little pronunciation blurb is not very helpful. Yeah. Thank you. I did fine. Thank you. Most people will call a deer woman an evil spirit. And I read the story and I can read more of these. I consider her the lady that gets the shiz done. She saves young girls from predators. If that means being a villain to the predator, I'm here for it. I'll be the harsh. Let me be the harsh. I'll be the harsh. Call me what you want. Hopefully not yeah. Hopefully not something slur or derogatory term. But if you gonna. Let me be the harsh. Let me do it. That's what dear woman is. Come on. Do we not know this? Did we not learn the morals from the story when I read them? No, it's okay. All right. Yeah. The guys at the Global Occult Coalition have the note, so here's their little note. Woohoo. Director Scout. Also, their logo is like a watermark in their text, and it looks cool. I can't totally read it, but it involves a pentagram, and I like it. I think it's a good way to go with that. It feels like you're somewhat supporting some of it, like you understand it, and a little less kill it before it breeds. I hate all of them. A little more. Yeah, that's what we study. That's what we're here about. Anyway, okay. Director Scout. I hope this letter finds you well. We have not had cause to communicate before, and should we have cause again in the future, I hope the circumstances will be more pleasant. We are aligned in our pursuit of the greater good. On that basis, we have turned a blind eye to some of your more unsavory practices. You're losing points with me, folks. Even those which directly contravene the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Yeah, you're losing points with me, but okay. In relation to the SCP object designated 5281, yeah, you're losing points all over again, team. Come on. However, we must strenuously differ. Don't ask why. You know why. What possible harm to the greater good could the destruction of this object effect? Destroy it, and soon, or there will be repercussions. A copy of this letter has been forwarded to the O5 Council. Signed, D.C. Alfine, Under-Secretary General, Global Occult Coalition. So there you go. They said, do better. But they are also still not that much better, I guess. Darn. The O5 Council informed the Under-Secretary General that the Foundation had already decommissioned SCP-5281 and that it had subsequently remanifested outside of containment. This cover, so I guess another lie, fuck you, was relayed to Dr. Scout for purposes of consistent messaging. Jesus. Director Scout inquired as to whether the GOC had been responsible for waylaying the convoy. Sorry. He was instructed not to press the issue further because it's all bullshit. Oh my gosh. You're all terrible. Okay. Specialist Seaman continued to interview SCP-5281 sporadically, though he successfully requested a transfer to the hiring and regulation section in 1994. They kept him that long? I should have realized, but like, come on. The next thing is 1995, so it didn't stay. He issued frequent complaints about the continuance of his interview duties, which he considered unduly onerous. He also frequently requested that Bonhomme be considered for decommissioning, resulting in the meeting excerpted below. So he's repeatedly asking, and it's been... They got him in 92, dude. 3 years at least. Jeez. Okay. Meeting log. Date 5 February 1995. Present Director C. Bold, Decommissioning Department. Specialist Seaman, Hiring and Regulation. But also this. Director Bold. So I've been over the file and I've talked to the guy. I'm disgusted, for the record. Let's get that out in the open so we can agree that he's terrible. Specialist Seaman. Yes, he's terrible. Director Bold. Friendly, likable even, but extremely ... terrible. Specialist Seaman. Yes. Director Bold. The fact that he leaves his chamber at will and what he does while he's out there ... Director Bold pauses for a moment. Director Bold. To move forward, which we absolutely should be doing, I just need one question answered. Specialist Seaman. Shoot. Director Bold. Do you know what he is? Specialist Seaman. Pardon? Director Bold. Do you know what he is, how he came to be, what he's made of, what his origin is? Silence on recording. Specialist Seaman. No. Yeah, that's kind of what you were supposed to be interviewing about, my guy. Anyway. Director Bold. Is he a mythological creature? Kind of. He did say... He said what the Quebecois call their mythological men or something like that. Is he a mythological figure, a god, an atemporal creature existing in all timelines or at all times at once? Specialist Seaman. I don't know. Director Bold. Is he a thought form, element of the public imaginary, interwoven into French-Canadian society? Specialist Seaman. I don't know. Director Bold. Is he... Specialist Seaman interrupts. Here we go. I don't know. Specialist Seaman gets heated pretty quick. Specialist Seaman stands up and paces around the room. I don't know. Director Bold. So if we were to attempt his decommissioning, can you say it wouldn't drive everyone in Quebec insane or change the past or create a multiversal paradox? Please understand me here. I want to help you get rid of this thing. I don't like the uncontrolled variables, and I really don't like the murderous uncontrolled variables. Can you tell me anything about what he is deep down inside that would help me make the case that we're safer, better off with him gone? Silence on recording. Specialist Seaman. Quietly. Okay. He eats children. Director Bold stands up. Director Bold... Please don't drop this. I am on your side. Keep talking to him. Find out if he knows what he is. Specialist Seaman. I don't want to keep talking to him. Director Bold. Pardon? Specialist Seaman sighs. Specialist Seaman. Nothing, sir. Thank you, sir. He's defeated. Okay. It sounds very much like you should have been getting that out of the way. It's been a few years and you haven't figured that out. It's a problem. You're bad at your job. Okay. Specialist Seaman pressed the issue with SCP-5281 for several weeks without success. SCP-5281 finally agreed to be more forthcoming if Specialist Seaman joined it for periodic recreation activities. Despite strenuous objections, Specialist Seaman was instructed to accede to this request. He was told to go along with it. Frickin' okay. Can we not get anyone else in charge of this? The following interview was the eventual result. Ooh. Oh, I'm so excited. I just see a little bit ahead at Add even more world building, more other stuff going on in the SCP world. But okay. So, interview log, date 12 June 1995. Investigating Agent Specialist N. Zaman, Hiring and Regulation. Specialist Zaman and Bonhomme are playing chess in its containment chamber. Specialist Zaman, what can you tell me about your origins? Bonhomme, probably not much more than you could tell me about yours. Specialist Zaman. What is the name of the other guy? Which other guy? Specialist Noor Zaman, SCP-5281, Bonhomme, is that the two in this one? Which guy are we asking? Okay. Specialist Zaman, what created you? Yes. SCP-5281, my parents, I should imagine. I wasn't really there at the time. Specialist Zaman, size. Specialist Zaman, we're trying to figure out if you're actually a human being or if you're something more complex. Bonhomme, like what? Specialist Zaman, like ... I don't know, like a myth or something dreamed into existence by the French-Canadian collective consciousness. Unconscious, sorry. Bonhomme bursts into laughter. Bonhomme, that's really too much. Specialist Zaman frowns. Specialist Zaman, we found things like that, recently even. Bonhomme, well, bully for you. I doubt I'm one of them. Specialist Zaman executes a chess move. Specialist Zaman, your move. Specialist Zaman sighs. I have a feeling they meant that Bonhomme executes a chess move and says your move, but I don't know. Maybe not. In structure, that's how that would go. But I guess in reality, it could be anything. Okay. So Zaman sighs. Specialist Zaman says, you could be a figment of the imagination of a lot of very traumatized little minds, a boogeyman. We have a whole technical glossary to describe beings like you. He cuts off from saying you, I guess. Like that. Bonhomme executes a chess move. Bonhomme, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Noor, but I'm just a man who eats children. You're overthinking this. Silence on recording. Bonhomme, your move. So he's admitted he's just a man who eats children. Is that enough for people to kill him? I hope it is. I really hope it is. Okay. How much longer is this guy going to exist? Because they really need to just remove. And we do know he is eventually decommissioned. We read this, that he is decommissioned. It just takes forever. On 6th of January 1996, an embedded Maxwellist mole was discovered at Site 43. Retaliatory attacks on the site's data servers by the Church of Maxwellism ensued, with unclear results. I'm going to have to read that story later, because there's a link to explain them. I wish there was a link for the other peoples, but anyway. The following day, Director Scout received a pair of letters from OSAT and the GOC demanding to know why they had been misinformed as to the status of SCP-5281. Because they're assholes. Yep, they're just assholes. Okay. With O5 approval, Director Scout agreed to meet with Sergeant Gautier and DC Alfine in Site 43. Director Bold, Dr. Sumerian, and Specialist Zaman were also invited to attend. Okay, this is going to be a heck of a meeting, I think. Let the chaos reign. Okay. Meeting log, 8 January 1996. Present, Undersecretary General DC Alfine, Global Occult Coalition. Dr. J. Sumerian, Ethics Committee. Director C. Bold, Decommissioning Department. Sergeant B. Gautier, OSAT. Dr. V. L. Scout, Specialist Dr. VL Scout, that's all you get. They don't say what they are about. Specialist N. Zaman, hiring and regulation. Okay. So we have to sum up the peoples, because there's going to be so many names. We have the GOC person, I'll just call Alfine, the Director Bold, Dr. Sumerian, Sergeant Gautier, Zaman, and Dr. Scout. Okay. Dr. Scout, thank you all for coming. Sergeant Gautier, as if you wanted this. Director Bold, maybe we did. That depends on you. Sergeant Gautier, what's that supposed to mean? Director Bold, give me a good reason, a very good reason to decommission this project, and I will pursue it as a matter of directorial prerogative. Alfine, there is zero proof that this anomaly was causing serious concealment problems out in the wild. All it did was confuse a few cops and scare a few passers-by in the park. Containing it isn't helping to maintain your veil, is my point. All you're doing is keeping it comfortable while it goes around eating children. Duh. Oh, you just joined us? Oh, you missed me saying, I did. I will reread it. I will scroll back and reread it. If it's still in the scrolling, it should be. I scrolled past it. Okay. I will reread it. Okay. But we're finishing this story first quickly. Okay, so it's saying you're just keeping it comfortable while it's eating children, which is a fucking fair point. Dr. Scout, therefore, ? Alfine, therefore, you're not advancing the GOC's goals by keeping this thing alive. We believe that any anomaly which can be safely and secretly destroyed should be destroyed. Dr. Scout, well, you don't make an issue about anything else we've got locked up here. Alfine, nothing else you have locked up here eats children. Our mission statement doesn't specifically state our opposition to things which do that, but it's pretty strongly implied. So you don't have a problem with the ones that just eat Class Gs. Fucking rude. Anyway, okay. Sergeant Gautier, and you don't even have it locked up. Not really. OSAT has stayed out of your way for decades, Scout, but this thing is killing kids in Quebec regularly. We're tired of cleaning up your mess, and I'm strongly considering... Dr. Scout. What? Sergeant Gautier. I think I need to have a talk with the Prime Minister about how much cooperation we extend to you in the future. I knew it. International issues. International issues. Dr. Scout. Great job. Dr. Sumerian. Has anyone asked 5281 if he even cares what happens to him? Silence on recording. Specialist Zaman. It's never come up. I've never broached the topic of his decommissioning before. You should have just killed him anyway. Like, I get that you're being careful, but he straight up said, I'm just a man, so do it. Dumbass. Okay. I get heated. Never broached the topic. Fine. Dr. Sumerian. Well, to be frank, at this point, the ethics math is pretty clear. He's got to have a body count in the hundreds by now, and if he doesn't care whether he lives or dies, I don't see any committee objection to putting him down. Then why didn't you do that sooner? You knew the math would eventually add up, you dumbasses. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the follow. Tatamba. Fun. Welcome, welcome. Thank you very much. Okay. Director Bold. He never asked. He did a terrible job. Like, be frank, I thought you were Raven. Thanks, Freddy. But I was reading what someone else was saying. It wasn't me. So Dr. Sumerian, was being frank. Okay. Director Bold. From what I've seen from your interview, Specialist, he certainly doesn't think he's an inextricable cultural element. Yeah, call them out, Bold. And considering the effects of your ... outburst in 1993, your assault. It was assault. He would appear to be as fragile as any human being. His decommissioning might be a very simple affair, logistically, and the benefits are extremely obvious. I really don't see any downsides, to be honest. Dr. Scout, it's good to have you both on board, but that won't be enough to convince O5 to destroy an object. It's a person, okay, that still has little to no effect on the Veil. Alphine says, you know what might? Sergeant Gautier, I move we retire to our respective offices and start drafting letters. Hell yeah. The requirement of this bureaucracy is so annoying. Thank you for the follow, Laughing Luminary. Cute. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Okay. On the receipt of ultimatums from the Global Occult Coalition and OSAT, threatening punitive action against and reduced cooperation with the SCP Foundation, the O5 Council instructed Director Bold to submit a final decommissioning proposal for SCP-5281. Finally! Hiya! Okay. Yawn attack sudden. Okay. Okay, here's the little form. SCP Object. Decommissioning proposal form. What number do you think they would give me? I wonder. Okay, item number. SCP-5281. Object class. The As Elian. Head researcher, specialist, Enzaman. Supporting personnel, Dr. Jeremiah. Ooh, we didn't have a name before. Sumerian, representing Ethics Committee. Dr. V.L. Scout, representing Site 4-3. Please check off or fill in the applicable boxes, regarding the reasons for submitting your proposal. There's a box for excessively high risk of lifted veil scenario. That is not checked off. There's excessive danger. That is checked off. There's ability to decom a Apollyon class object. It's not checked off. There's expense. Checked off. There's ethical concerns over necessary containment. Checked off. There's legal concerns. Not checked off. There's high risk of K-class scenario, and then if so, please state which type, bracket types, with a little blank. That's not checked off, or anything written in that blank. And then there's other. Please state. And it says, serious impairment of Foundation activities in Canada with reduced support from the Global Occult Coalition and the Occult and Supernatural Activity Task Force should this object remain active. Specialist Seaman. Ooh, SCP-2. This refers to study of perception observations. Those are relations to ontology. Ooh, where does it refer? I want more. I like learning of their world now. But then at the bottom, summary. It is no longer morally or logistically feasible to allow this SCP object to continue its activities unimpaired. As it has proven unwilling to rein itself in, it must be humanely decommissioned. Signed, Director C. Bold. Hell yeah. SCP-5281 was decommissioned on 3 April 1996. It only took 4 fucking years. But okay. It spoke only the following words before its death by lethal injection, which is, it's saying, sleep well, my children. Dormez bien, mes enfants. Specialist Seaman did not attend the decommissioning. Good. Ooh. Okay. Aw. I'm sad I don't see troll face. Oh. Oh, so that's each of the... That's cool. I like it. Okay. That's the different letters that you could put in for the K-class scenario, yeah? Okay. Anyway, brain. So, Seaman was not there. The SCP-5281-D, decommission, I guess is what the D is for, file was closed until the following year, when Sergeant Gautier again approached Site 43 for consultation. Ooh. Meeting log, date 17th July 1997. Present, Chief N. Zaman, Hiring and Regulation. Hey, he's Chief. Sergeant B. Gautier, OSAT. Chief Zaman. Not Specialist, Chief. Good for him. Ooh, okay. I will copy. I will quickly put that in because we're just about at the end. There's just this little blurb between the two of these guys. Okay, I will get to that one. It is in the book. Okay. Chief Saman says, "What's this about, Sergeant?" Sergeant Gautier says, "OSAT has a new anomaly for your consideration. Well, maybe not so new." Chief Saman, meaning? Sergeant Gautier, "We're seeing a remarkable uptick in cases of insomnia in Quebec. 15% of children between the ages 5 and 10 are incapable of going to sleep at night." Silence on recording. Chief Saman, "Sleep well, my children." Good God. Sergeant Gautier, "What?" Chief Saman, "Oh no." Oh goodness. Oh, okay, bye-bye, Yash. We'll see you another time. Sergeant Gautier says, What are you thinking?" Chief Saman, "He disappeared every night, but he only ate about once a month." Silence on recording. Yeah, I did think that was weird. Sergeant Gautier, "You think he put all the children in Quebec to sleep every night? Is that what you're telling me?" Chief Saman, "I mean, it's possible?" Sergeant Gautier, "Wouldn't he have told you about it if that was the case?" Chief Saman rubs his eyes. Chief Saman, "I'm sure he would have if I'd asked him. I stand by. Chief Saman did a terrible job. He did a terrible job. He was not good at his job of interviewing. He didn't, in the first little while, didn't ever try to figure out what he was. And then because he waited so long, it took a while for a dude to say anything. He didn't ask what else he does. If you eat every night or every month, what do you do every night? What are you doing when you go out like that? Like, oh God." He was just awful at his job. But now I guess they're trying to say, like, I guess we never should have killed him. I'm certain you could have gotten a shit ton of his, like, sleeping dust stuff and made sure that somebody else got the job, you know? Told Sandman somewhere if you find him, "Hey, go do this. We need the kids to fall asleep." Like, you would have, I'm sure. Okay. Heck of a story. Okay. Boop with the current triggers now. That is that one all wrapped up, and I will have to click on the spin-off things and take note of them later. Well, okay. I'm going to read Nariakia's trigger word again because they missed it, and then we'll do scissor snips and rage puffing and the other trigger word and so on. Escalating tensions across the East China Sea and the Sea of Japan were abruptly resolved when the entirety of Japan disappeared into the extra-dimensional realm of Garazaki. I had it better before, I'm sure. An infinite ocean beyond the Foundation's reach. The status of the Japanese branch after this event remains in doubt, as the archipelago is now effectively a second Hypersil. Intriguing. Oh, hello. Brusen? Hello. But now we have scissor snips to do. Scissor snips, come on. Scissor snips. Beautiful. I'm glad I did it. Sometimes I wonder about pronunciations and if I'm just making a fool of myself. But if I've done well, cool. I'm glad. All right. Yes, SCPs, but we are just taking a ASMR triggers break in between stories. So, we'll do a few ASMR triggers and then get back to the next story. You'll be able to join us for the start of a new one. Oh, I'm making so many noises with my chair. Okay. Here we go, scissor snips. Oh, why is that not visible? Come on. Boop. Oh, thank you for the follow. Bebrusen? I don't know how to say, but I'm guessing. Okay. All right, here's scissors. Okay, that was scissors. Now we have rage puffing. Long story, don't worry. It's just some weird sounds. um, I feel like if it's gonna be if Lahunk is gonna request it every time, I can't tell the story every time. So we're just gonna have to move on to. It sounds. I don't know what to say. Okay, rage puffing. I can't hold my laugh. I'm sorry. Yes, it's just sounds. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. No, it's not Raven's attempt at rap. Oh no, my model, stop being weird. Beatboxing. No. Okay. So lost without shame. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry. The theories on what this is so funny. No, it's not. I promise. It's just. It's just a dumb thing someone made happen. Bratty, you're just making it worse. It's gonna happen again. I'm gonna have to put a limit on the rage puffing requests, I think. I'm gonna have to make it so that there's only a couple in a freaking stream, or else I'm gonna be ruined. Okay. My cheeks hurt. We have to move on. I'll do the trigger words and the hydrate. Thank you very much. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue-ish. This fish has a star. This fish has a fast car. There you go. Baka. There you go. Thank you for the redeem request, everybody. Yes, I think we'll put a cooldown and a slightly higher cost. Hydration does rock. Insert. Come on. Insert. Where'd you go? You hide sometimes. Hydrate. 1657, is that the SCP 1657? Because I'm doing requests. It's just that I'm doing them kind of in order. We've got plenty of backlog from other streams. So I'll get to that one later. I will put it on my list. And I should attribute you as well. I can quickly make sure that there. Because I usually do say who requested it. And if you show up often enough, I'll wait for you. But if not, I do put them all up on my YouTube. So you'll be able to see them even if I don't do it while you're in here. Beb Rosen. There you go. I have it listed. The next one, it's a good question, is 2598, which was from Dark Storm Down. Yee. 2598. They are not in here. They're not always in here. Hello, Brian. I'm doing well. How are you doing? I'm just prepping the next story and organizing my things. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Okay. That goes away. That's good. I'm good. I'm good that you're good. Do-do-do-do. Yes. Okay. 2598. Alright. And we will move right along to the story. Okay. Okay. This will be fun. Alright. I think I will finish this one fairly quickly too, which is good. Oh, hey. You always just like love bomb me, Brian. It's a bunch. You jump in and you're just like, "Hey, Raven, you're great." I'm like, Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. I am a little blush, so there we go. You'll be able to see that in a moment. The blush. But okay. There it is. Um, all right. We have the 2598. Brian is just being nice. There is no reason for you to think that I am. Like, I will blush at a compliment that is ridiculous. There's no need to put the romance or the riz on it. But you can check your riz. Okay. Where was? Okay. SCP-2598. Here we go. DJK. I think that might be an author. I don't know. Anyway. There is a photo here. It looks like a moth next to a light. Ooh, okay. Quickly copy and pasting that. I'm getting so many recommendations that it's hard to keep up. Yes, I will. It is added. I don't know when we'll get to it because they're y'all are throwing a lot at me. I like it. I'll have lots to read, but yeah. Okay. Item number, SCP, object class, safe. Here we go. Special containment procedures, SCP-2598. I did say that it's like a little moth on a light, yes? Okay. SCP-2598 is to be contained in a standard insectoid containment cell at Site 19. Admonition? Is that a book? Yeah, it would be hard to read whole books, but I have had that requested before. I have still not gotten to any of them because there's always new SCP. Sorry. Okay. This insectoid cell is to be fitted with a food supply capable of sustaining SCP-2598 indefinitely, as well as hanging light source placed at the request of SCP-2598. So I guess this little moth actually speaks. So that's cool. Personnel who wish to interview SCP-2598 must first complete 20 hours of training in American Morse code. Oh, cool. It's Morse code. I'm very confused. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Description of SCP-2598. SCP-2598 is a large yellow underwing moth, Noctua pronuba, wearing a small helmet. He's got a helmet. Apart from this and its behavior, no other anomalous characteristics are discernible. So funny behavior, can talk, and has a helmet and like talk with Morse code. Cool. SCP-2598 is able to communicate with humans by colliding with their heads in a pattern consistent with American Morse code. You wear his helmet to be able to ram into your head for Morse code. Aww. Okay. It's just sweet. While SCP-2598 is apparently able to hear and understand English, it is only able to communicate a return message in this manner. Despite having been offered specially designed automatic translation pads with which it could collide, SCP-2598 has thus far seemed either unable or unwilling to use any such device. We like a headbutt. This is feeling very wholesome. I like. Okay. During conversation, SCP-2598 will invariably attempt to redirect the conversation towards a sales pitch. Oh no. For specifically a helmet designed for moths. Slightly less wholesome because capitalism, but okay. Okay. Interview 2598. The following interview was conducted by Dr. Richard Eads, who initially discovered SCP-2598 while on location in Redacted. Dr. Eads was chosen as the research team leader because of his efforts in containing SCP-2598. And a footnote here says, according to Dr. Eads' discovery report, he first discovered SCP-2598 by noticing its irregular flight patterns, then its helmet, and then later discovering its communicative abilities. So he's leader because of that and his fluency with Morse code. During this interview, Dr. Eads remained seated in SCP-2598's containment cell, while SCP-2598 communicated to him via its preferred method. All replies were transcribed by Dr. Eads. Dr. Eads says, "Can you hear and understand me all right, SCP-2598? And every time SCP talks, it's transcribed in like all caps because it's Morse code translation. So this is very funny. It's reading as the shouting little bug. But okay. Our Mothman says, "Yes, hello, Doctor. I can hear you just fine thanks to the sound of amplifying technology of Moth Helm." He's just trying to sell his little helmets. Okay. Dr. Eads, "Excellent. Now, SCP-2598, could you tell me anything about where you originated from?" Sorry. SCP-2598. "I was once like you, Doctor, and like everybody else out there with no purpose in my life until I discovered the beauty of Moth Helm, also safe for children, no chance of getting stuck in throats." Dr. Eads, "I see, so you're saying that you were unable to comprehend spoken language or communicate, as you can now, before you came into possession of the helmet?" The Moth says, "It was like a door being opened before me, Doctor, and I could see the light. It was all possible because of Moth Helm, which you yourself can own today for as little as 3 easy payments of $19.99. Dr. Eads, "You're aware, of course, that I could not possibly wear such a helmet. It's far too small." SCP-2598 pauses for 20 seconds. Is observed spinning counterclockwise around its containment cell light. And then he says, "Yes, but perhaps you have some moth friends who could benefit from the transcendent power of Moth Helm. Also is a green stocking stuffer." End of transcript. And then this footnote. So that's it. That's all there is to the little Mothman. I love him so much. He's awful. I love it. Okay. I can't read. I'm just reading your blocks of text here. You should know about it in your kindergarten years. This sounds like we're pulling onto a fight, guys. We don't need to be aggressive with each other. The specifics of story aren't always taught at the same age, but also definitely not kindergarten. You wouldn't have been taught those words. So I hope we're keeping it light and airy. Let's keep it bright. Hello, Marshadow. I'm doing good. We just finished this story, so we're gonna move into redeems. I only have rage puffing right now, so I guess I'll do rage puffing. But then, oh wait, no, that one didn't have any. Okay, so I can just close that one. So I will do that. But if there's any other redeems, this is the time to do them. And then we'll go into the next SCP after that. which was another dark storm down, I believe. Yes, it was another dark storm recommendation. It's cute. It looks cute. I'm excited. Okay. I think that should be the order. Okay. Oh. My chats were not lined up. Okay, better. Okay, rage puffing time. Alrighty. I apologize for the confusion this is about to make, but also enjoy nonsense. It's just going to be sounds. That's all you need to know. It's just a bunch of weird sounds. Be happy. Okay. Okay, Cage, welcome back. Alright. Rage puffing. Okay. the little okay. Thank you for the description, Cage. I should probably put that in the little redeem here, though, too. Beatbox round 2. Technically round 3. You weren't here for round 1. I thought I was going to be able to go back into it, but then you make fun of it. Now you just laugh at it. It's hard to do while giggling because it's just laughing at that point. It's not really doing the rages. I can't. Oh. You have a limit of this, but no more hydrate. No more hydrate? Hydrate has a little bit of a cooldown, I remember, because I didn't want people constantly telling me to hydrate. For the most part, I will hydrate, and if I haven't done it in a while, a reminder is good, but that's it. Rage puffing complete. Trigger word, hee hee. You always give me hee hee. Waterboarding riff. Ah! I can't use it. Ah. Yeah, it's just a little bit of a cooldown. Someone did it not long ago. There you go. I did that. I did the hydration. Okay. Okay, keys. There you go. The clicky clacky keyboard is front and center for some type-ins. There we go. Okay. No. Oh no. my mic arm just detached when I tried to move it. I decided, fuck this table. I don't care about this desk. We're leaving. I'm going to mute and be back in a moment so that you don't hear all of this. Hold on. Okay, we're better. No typing. Okay. What to do? Why does this feel loose? What is that about? Okay, that's what that is. Okay. Hello, so I'm back from the typing. It is done. I'll do. Okay. Hi, Bridget. Lithium. My gosh, my brain. Lithium iron. My brain. Why am I doing this? Lithium iron phosphate. I don't know why my tongue was incooperative. And then, of course, I know you're giggling, but like in the trigger word thing, it says this, so I'm gonna say it too. Violet's giggle. That's your little thing. It says Violet's giggle. Okay. Yeah, bongos. Bongo, bongo. Okay, so I did the typing, and now I guess I got bottle blow. Here we go. Here we go. Bottle blow. Oh, I need to update. Do. Okay. Little space. Can see it. Okay. You're deep typing again, Cage. This time, the placement of the mic. Some of the air is going down into the bottle, and some of it is going out, skimming across the top. And so it's still hitting the mic. And so it's sounding more like a foghorn because the air is hitting with that bass note, the air hitting the mic, you know? So it does sound more fun. to be comparison, this is. That's it, cleaner. Okay. I like it. Okay. I have to run an ad, so I'm going to run a quick ad, and then we will do the next story, and I'll save the typing for the next. And those of you that can hear me, I'm just putting my things away and tidying the things up. Ooh. Ooh, I should do something. I should grab. Okay, well that's not as helpful as I want it to be. Broken pencil. You are not what I need. Extra ASMR sound. For my subscribes. Thank you. Secret. Don't tell nobody. They don't know. I don't like to have anything behind a paywall. But I was like, I do need to do this. And I need to do this before I forget. So, 5, 2, 8, 1. And then the last one was... 2, 5, 9, 8. Okay. Thank you for the redeem for the brushes, Brian. I think we're going to do that one after the next story, if that's okay. I want to make sure we get to everything. Now I'm making sure I have things noted. So the next one is... Okay. Ooh, can I hear myself? Headphones are being funky. Okay, the next one is 1867. SCP-1867. Fun. Alright. Why are you wobbly? My mic arm is doing what it wants to do, I guess. Anyway. Okay. Here we go. I like this. This is fun one. This was another Dark Storm Down recommendation, so I'm excited. Beatboxes versus Flute. Oh, and I had seen while I was doing stuff, but I didn't say it. 65 subs on YouTube. Thank you. I'm hoping I get more, but I'm excited to get I'm excited that I've got another. Okay. Did it sounds good? Okay, good, Brian. Okay, I'm glad. All right. Perfect. Alrighty. Organize. All right. Oh, no, wait. I don't have it on the thing. I can't do that yet. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm a mess. I'm a mess. SCP 1867. Yes? 67. Yes, it was 67. Eep. I'm a mess. But there we go. Alright. Here we go. So much is redacted, but here this one is. Item number SCP-1867. Object class anomalous organism sapient. How did you do the highlighted whiteout? Anyway, okay. Containment class passive. We're not actively containing it? Okay. Hazard rating green, so not that hazardous. That's good. Anomalous organism. That sounds just very vague. Just is anomalous. That's intriguing. Anyway, okay. There's a photo of SCP-1867, and there's going to be a description, but to me, it looks like a glow-in-the-dark slug. Funky little slug tops and bioluminescent in orange and green. Just funky funk. Good for deep sea? Maybe? I don't know. Okay. Standard containment policies. Aquatic specimen tank. Small. Then next bullet. Environment and care requirements identical to that of non-anomalous members of the species. Oh, so this is just a special version of the thing. Okay. And then next bullet. Associated items placed in secure storage vault 16. Super frickin' vague. And then the last bullet. Amenities available upon request. So our slug can talk. Special containment procedures. All descriptions of anomalous persons, places, or objects made by SCP-1867 must be correlated by at least 2 other sources before resources may be allocated for further research. Ooh, so there's some degree of we have to confirm that it's actually connected. A little bit of lying. Ooh, okay. Description. SCP-1867. Well, I say lying, but I don't know. I'm not totally sure what this guy is yet. 1867 is a new branch of the species Nembrotha kubariana. A variable neon slug is what it says. Okay. Measuring 11.7 centimeters, 4.6 inches in length. There are no physical differences between SCP-1867 and any other member of its species. Woohoo. Cage's password is Frigid. Okay. SCP-1867 is sapient and capable of telepathic communication with the same range as a typical human voice. It identifies itself as Lord Theodore Thomas Blackwood, a British explorer and naturalist, and speaks with terminology and style appropriate to the late 19th century England. It is generally friendly and cooperative with researchers. Sounds like you got cursed by a witch. I'm here for it. But okay, now I'm starting to see where the lies it might be coming in. Boasting about your exploring. Very third Harry Potter, right? Third, I think. Anyway. Maybe second? I don't know. SCP-1867 makes repeated claims of past exploits and accomplishments, including service in the Second Opium War, expeditions to remote regions of the world, and encounters with various rare creatures and uncontacted peoples. Despite the questionable validity of many of its claims, SCP-1867 has shown in-depth knowledge of geography, zoology, botany, archaeology, anthropology, and linguistics relating to its claimed regions of exploration, as well as more esoteric fields such as obscure mythology, mysticism, and cryptozoology. You mean like the anthropology related things? But okay, fine. SCP-1867 does not seem to realize, or willfully ignores, any inconsistencies in its own recollections, as well as any events or information dating after approximately 1910. Aww. Intentionally ignorant fun. I'm so motivated to start reading now. Thank you for sparking this interest in me. Have a good stream. Hey, happy to do so, Laughing Luminary. Always. Okay. Or if it's not me, I'm glad that you are. Sorry. Alright. When requested to give proof of its exploits, SCP-1867 provided an address near Redacted, England, claiming that it would be more than willing to donate its collection. I'm sure they have brackets around its because they don't allow he pronoun. They refer to everything like an object, not a person, in the things. Although lots of the people in the interviews will use the pronouns. So freaking annoying. Foundation. Anyway, okay. Investigation of the address led to a cottage owned by one Miss Redacted, who claimed to be keeping the house for Lord Blackwood. Further questioning failed to reveal any details of SCP-1867's nature or origins beyond what information SCP-1867 had already provided. Raven's password is frigid is awesome. Wow, didn't censor. Rude. Yes, please try and break into my stuff with that password. You'll see where you get. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Further questioning of, I guess, this housekeeper or whatever failed to reveal any details of SCP-1867's nature or origins beyond what information SCP-1867 had already provided. But that does mean that it does corroborate it? Sorry. Ms. Redacted, I'm guessing housekeeper lady, died of heart failure 5 days after Foundation agents began investigations. Coincidence? Anyway. Investigation of the cottage revealed an underground vault containing over 3,000 artifacts, zoological and botanical specimens, a library containing over 5,000 items, and a functioning, if outdated, laboratory. All materials within the collection were catalogued, removed, and relocated by the Foundation over the course of 3 weeks. Because F it belonging in a museum, now it belongs to this awful prison. Yay. Okay. Addendum 01. A full listing of items recovered from SCP-1867's collection may be found in document 1867-VL. A summary of noteworthy items is as follows. I'll try and go down. A. 116 unknown species of plants. B. 107 unknown species of insects. It's not saying previously unknown. Like, oh, he did really discover them. It's just saying unknown, so it's feeling a little bit like the Foundation hasn't bothered. But anyway. A line from Movie Megamind. Odo. Hello. Hi, Quiz. Okay. Where was? Yes. C. 28 unknown species of lizards. D. 23 unknown species of fish. E. 14 unknown species of amphibians. F. 12 unknown species of mammals. G. Fossils pertaining to 8 unknown species of dinosaur. H. Fossils pertaining to 12 unknown species of prehistoric mammal. I. Artifacts belonging to 29 unknown indigenous cultures. Are you trying to tell me? Okay, whatever. J. 35 handwritten journals containing recordings of events described by SCP 1867. Written accounts match with verbal, save variations and exaggerations on the part of SCP 1867 in retelling, and have been dated to the appropriate time period of the events described. K, I think. 20 kilograms of processed opium. Yep, that adds up. L, collection of firearms of make and model not correlating with any known manufacturers, including 3 wide-bore muskets marked as Dr. B.T. Moth's effective particle destabilizers. These items are non-functional. Ooh, thank you for the follow. Jose Ochoa? I'm guessing that's how you say. But welcome, thank you for the follow. M. Detailed globes of Mercury, Venus, Mars, and the Galilean moons, accompanied by notes detailing possible paths of surface exploration. Ooh. N. A heavily modified 4-seat horse carriage containing instruments of unknown purpose. A note attached to the door reads, "On the Fritz, speak with Henry," in handwriting matching that of one of our journals. O. It says, data expunged. 4 agents were killed after activation before the object was destroyed. When questioned about the item, SCP-1867's response was, "I did warn you to be careful around my collection. That bloody thing nearly took my head off in walking back in 97 when I found it." Okay. But that was Addendum 01. Here's Addendum 02 before the end of this entry. The following interview is dated redacted 2012. Looks like between Dr. Redacted and Slug. So I'll just say Doctor and Slug as we go forward. Because, again, I'm not super supportive of their depersonalization of these beings that, are sentient. They should have every capability of being referred to as a person. Dr. Redacted. Good morning, Lord Blackwood. Or yeah, I should call him Blackwood. Lord Blackwood. Good morning, Doctor. Wonderful to see you. Come in. Have yourself a seat. Now, if I remember correctly, the last time you were here, I was telling you about the time I was captured by the Abula tribe of the Congo. And the doctor responds, "Actually, I have some questions about that story today. Our research turned up no trace of that people. They don't seem to exist." There's no way I'm going to be able to say this following word later, but okay. Lord Blackwood says, "Of course not. There weren't any of the Ubulo left after the village was attacked by..." I'm not sure which directions these accents on these E's go, and I'm mildly like, but Mokele Mbebe? Mbebe? I don't know. Okay. Oh, Frigid and Cage, don't start that up again. I still regret not being able to bag that monster when I had the chance. It is a persistently elusive creature. Okay. Doctor says, that's a stretch, sir. Do you have any corroborating evidence, just to make sure what you're saying is true? There's always a chance that your vault was filled with fakes. Lord Blackwood, nonsense. I would never fabricate any of my work. Why, it's against the very heart of being a naturalist. While I am repeatedly amazed by your institution here, you seem to be missing the explorer's spirit. When I scaled the Himalayas in search of the monks of the Golden Mountain, did I worry about what others said about them? Of course not. I went and found out for myself, climbed those mountains with my own 2 hands. the doctor with a short pause. You do realize that you're a sea slug, right? Lord Blackwood, good heavens, boy, have you been drinking? That's utterly ridiculous. If you can't be bothered to be sensible, I've no reason to speak with you. Go get yourself a nice cup of tea and sober. He's completely refusing reality. I wonder how much of him is like real. But anyway, look at that! 100% loves. Look at you too. And I guess Lahonk is very jealous and wants Frigid all to themselves. But anyway, don't bundle me up with his shenanigans, ma'am. I was just asking you to let it go. Lahonk says, I'm not seeing this. I'm not seeing this. You cuties. It's adorable. I love. Okay. Aw, and you give hug. That's Lahonk's first hug? That's so wrong. Lahonk needs more hugs. No wonder he's all aggressive. Hugs to Lahonk, please. Hugs to Lahonk, please. There you go. Okay, we're doing typing, brushes, and rage puffing, and then that's it. Until later tonight. So, tonight we're going to go back to fairy tales. This is going to be just like last week. I'll do the SCPs and then the fairy tales. But I have a lot of chaos with schedule, and I think I'm testing out, at least for now, please don't get too mad, that I only stream Sunday, Saturday, or Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So, oh, Frigid, I just said no. Okay, my point was that Honk is murderous after his hugs. I'll be pulling back a little bit on numbers of streams to get other things done. Some of the things I'm trying to get done is for you guys. So it's taking forever to do those things because I have to do the other things. And so if I pull back the one day and still have that day designated to you guys, I'll get those things done, hopefully. It should be good. Yeah, I can redeem that. I just hit X, right? Yeah, it's good. But we'll do keys at the next one, okay? Alright, so we start with typing. I just about... Okay. We start with typing. There we go. She's a busy dear lady. I am. Alright. There we go. Oh, I did. I make most of the frog emotes. I do almost all of them. If it's not me, it's Fetster so far. Oh, and the bongos was a commission, but yeah. Okay. Here's the beginnings. Oranges. Okay, here we go. Hello? Ooh. Uh-oh. Hello, can you hear me? Sounds like you can hear me. I can't hear you. My headphones are being funky. Hello, 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 hello. Okay, now I can hear me. It just sounds dampened. I don't know what's going on. The mic be funky. Okay, but there's the typing. I put that away. I'm mad I got a song in my head. Know the band, but can't remember the song. Oh, darn. Just gotta have to listen to all of their albums now, I guess, and figure it out. Alright. Brushes. I think I should end with brushes. We're gonna do the rage puffing now because it's just such a silly. The brushes will get people to feeling comfy, cozy. Okay. Brain, cooperate, please. Alright. Ah! It's getting whiny now. I don't know why it went that way. Okay. Okay. Sounds like me trying to talk whenever a crush makes it. Aww. That's more. There's a little less puffing and less like blowing out the mic with the trying to talk to a crush, I hope. But like the Karen not being able to speak. It's just a bit more angry. But yeah, the little puffy, I don't know what to say stuffs. They're cute. Okay. Brushes. And we wrap up. So here we go. Last one. And then it's good night for now. And I'll be back with my fairy tales. And I'll have my frogs with me again. The frogs in the forest. They like to come out for the fairy tales. It's the most wholesome time. So they'll join me on my antlers and on the rock. And I stand by. We need to name them. You guys don't interact with my frogs enough. I made little frogs. Okay. Anyway. I'm not serious. I'm just goofing. Okay, here's brushes. Alright. Okay, that time there's two of them the same size. Last time there was one of them big and two of them the small. Now there's two of them big and one of them small. Why are they hear, see, speak, no evils being weird? Why are they inconsistent sizes? It makes me uncomfy. What is happening? I don't like it. I'm scared. What is happening? It makes no sense. Okay. Sorry, distraction. Okay, I meant brushes. Walk frog. You'll see if you join later. Okay. Brush. No, I need to up. There we go. Because quiet brushes. We want to be big. So, we're coming off of the brushes. Alrighty. So, we're gonna wrap up for this stream. Thank you so much. Transition. I'm gonna run right away since we are overtime, but we'll figure out somebody raid tonight. Thank you everybody. Thank you for joining. I'm very glad we had our new friends today too. But alrighty. Have a good night. Bye bye. See you later.